Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Power Rankings for Week 10. The commish is back. He took a week off. He's got a lot of things going on. We have special viewers here today, Hazel and Sandra. Hazel, yes. Okay, here we go with the Power Rankings for Week 10. Big time elimination week. Tough to watch some teams go. They're not completely eliminated, except for one team is officially, I believe, eliminated. But we will play some music next week to cast off some of those eliminations. We're getting closer and closer to solidifying the league, the playoffs, and what has actually happened. Again, we have no sponsor for this week and the rest of this year. If anyone likes to donate $5 a month to the commish putting together a video fund, I will sponsor whatever you like right here. Okay, so now, highlights and lowlights. Tough low for Febreze Air Freshener, taking a big L to his girlfriend and almost a completely screwed up team of hers. He took a bad L to her. He needed a victory there. The schedule gets tougher for him from this point on for the next 3 weeks. He needed that victory, took a tough L. He's fighting for a playoff position. Again, now a highlight. Top teams are getting stronger. Fournette, hey, I drafted you, buddy. Now he shows up, 22 points. We're talking about some big-time people getting healthy. We're talking about now knowing that James Conner is the running back for the rest of the year. We're talking about the top teams pulling together and becoming stronger and stronger, okay? So we now know exactly what the league is probably going to look like for the rest of the 3 weeks as we get to the playoffs. Again, we're going to probably say goodbye to 3 teams this week. They are dangling. 2 of them are dangling with impossible odds, and then 1 with 0 odds. That would be the commish, Colin Tennant, and Taryn Crouch. Those are disappointing. We had 2 Crouches in there. I know it's a family and friends league, but 2 Crouches and a very important friend to the Crouches now gone, okay? Power rankings this week with tiers. Think, who would you not want to face? Who would you not want to face, all right? And the tiers this week is thinking about millennials. What are millennials? What are good things about millennials? What are terrible things about millennials? Hazel May, hold on. So, again, you're evaluated on starting lineup, points forced, and then standings. And then I'm going to give you your best move of the year, whatever that best move is, okay? Best move of the year. Hazel, stop crying. Shh. Shh. Okay, so here we go with the music. I'm not as hyped today because I got other things to be hype about. But whenever you feel that music going, you feel it, you feel it, you feel it, you feel it, you're like, yes, let's go, ladies and gentlemen. And number 1 in the millennial tier, which is, we have awareness of big issues. We're independent thinkers, millennials, okay? Number 1, Johnsonville Brats. 1,003 points. His best move was trading Goff, Ingram, and Michelle. A dangerous, deep move there. Trading away a lot of his depth for Fournette. That's going to pay off in the end. Great job there. Again, in the top tier, the number 1 tier, about independent thinkers, millennials are independent thinkers, rolling with my homies. Now, this man's an independent thinker here. 1,011 points. At the beginning of the year, you could have said his team was going to be bad. And then all of a sudden, you start to pay attention to some of the things. Again, number 1 best move, drafting Mahomes. What a big-time move for that man, okay? That kept him kind of in the league week to week to week, especially those early weeks when he needed it. Now, the number 2 tier, another good thing about millennials. It's not the number 1 thing, but it's probably an important thing, is that we are entrepreneurs. The bad side to that is sometimes we get self-entitlement like maybe we need to be entrepreneurs, that we have to be entrepreneurs. Now, these are the people that may be self-entitled and entrepreneurs like they're going to work for it, but we're not sure yet. You're kind of teetering on that. Maybe you'll make the playoffs, maybe you won't. That's 3 through 6, a big tier here, big tier. Number 3, Thielen. I've given her respect all year. I have not put her in that top tier yet. I think maybe 1 or 2 weeks she got there, but really has stayed away from that jump, that massive leap. Still a great team. really highly competitive. She will have a shot at the championship this year. 1,010 points. Keeping Thielen, a 12th round pick. That's her best move by far. What a deep asset he's been. Number 4 in the entrepreneurs, sometimes self-entitlement tier. The Todd father. I still have hope. I still have hope that maybe someone in my family might win all the money. 949 points, drafting Todd Gurley in the 2nd round 2 years ago. She had the 12th pick, and instead of picking him 12, she picked him 13th, which now made him a 2nd round keeper. It was a genius move. I didn't even know it at the time. I think we got lucky. Now, number 5 in the entrepreneur, sometimes self-entitlement tier. Instant Kamara. Fantastic. 962 points. Not trading. Sorry, there's phones ringing. The music's changing. Not trading up. Or not trading or panicking about Bell. Not doing it, okay? Great job there with Instant Kamara. I actually think that solidified his team. Now, would he got a value for it? Sure. But he didn't panic. He stayed the course. He actually doesn't believe in trading altogether. It's a weird thing. Janelle's trying to call me. Call her back. Okay. Here we go. This is Interruption City here. Number 6. Newton's Laws of Motion. 1,007 points in entrepreneurs. He is still in this tier. He has now created himself and solidified himself in the 2nd tier. Biggest acquisition, best move. Free agent pickup of James White. Free agent pickup of James White. Now on to the 3rd tier, excuse me. Something about millennials. This is where things start to get rough. Now, could it be known it's sometimes an overrated quality, sometimes an underrated quality. Taryn knows what I'm talking about. She should be in this tier because, goodness gracious, screen time. We are screens everywhere, all over the place, and we have too much screen time. Now, we know how to use them, but we overuse them. Now, number 7 in the screen time tier. So good it hurts. 991 points. And best move is drafting Adrian Peterson 10th round. That guy has been a beast all year. You just wouldn't imagine it. You couldn't imagine it. Number 8, Febreze Air Freshener, 887 points. This guy also has a lot of screen time. I've seen him once spend like 8 hours on the phone in one day. Now, he says he's doing work. He's not doing work. So, drafting Drew Brees, 7th round. Incredible pick. I think he's the number 1 quarterback in the league right now. If not number 2, 3, around that top tier quarterback, okay? Number 9 in the screen time tier. Goff to the races. Now, a lot of people say, this guy, he might have just been eliminated from the playoffs. Again, it's not playoff rankings. Who would you not want to face this week? Goff to the races is 1. He has Melvin Gordon. 762 points, lowest in the league, but still makes plays, makes when he needs to. Best move is trading Fournette. Can 2 people win trades? Yes, they can. He got Michelle, Goff, and Ingram out of that trade. He had to dump Fournette. He had to make changes. He made a bold move, good move there by the commission. Did not pay off long run, but still we can evaluate short term. That was a great move. Now, number 10, always got to be below the commission. Always in the screen time tier. Still has a shot for the playoff, which is amazing, by the way. Okay, 803 points. Bear Gordon. He changed his name. He was trying to hide himself from the commish, but guess what? The commish spotted him. The commish got him. He found him. His best move, the only one, a very unique best move. I couldn't find one. All of his moves have been bad. All of them. I looked at all of them. I looked at all of his players and I thought, what's his best move? Not one. Okay, on to the last tier. And again, we quiet down the music for the last tier because very, very important to know. The number 1 worst thing about millennials is participation trophies. And I think we're giving 2 participation trophies out to these 2 individuals. Number 11, I used to love his team. I thought it had a lot of potential. Now, let me tell you, it was good. It had a workhorse in Saquon, but the Giants are such a mess that it has gone downhill. Collins Juju at number 11, 791 points. His best acquisition is not still a great one, but it is a very good one, and that's why he's there at number 11. Juju in the 5th round. Good job. I think he drafted actually extremely well. Did not know about free agency until about week 5. So important, side bit there. He is learning the game. Still performed adequate this year. I actually still think he's got a few wins in his belt this year. We'll look for him next year in a long-term league. Now, 12 Every day I'm rustling in the participation trophy tier. 810 points. She's definitely going to participation trophy this year. Now, that is because her team is injury riddled. She has believed in Dalvin Cook. So have I, as a former alumni of the Seminoles. But terrible. I mean, absolutely injury riddled. Her best move is she has the 2 top tight ends added both off of free agency. Tight ends a rough position to try to juggle off of free agency. Everyone's scrambling for tight ends. She made good moves there. But when your best move is a tight end or 2 of them, disrespectful, you're going to be last. Okay, that's what's going to happen. So, 9 teams fighting for 6 seats. 6 seats at the playoff counter. Okay, 6 of them. Now, big trades, big moves were planning on happening, except we had a disappointing commish. I don't think we fully understand the rules. I've explained this before. I've tried to do that, but we're moving on. We're moving for the long haul. The trade deadline happens in 3 days. I think it's the 21st or the 22nd. The commission know this stuff, but he doesn't. I would just say stop with all the trades. I don't want any more problems, okay? There was tension. To clarify, there was disruption in the league. This is a written statement here. To clarify, disruption in the league. We need to fix the disruption. Next year, I've already announced, is called the Constitution year. The commission is writing up a constitution. He will have it sent out this summer, and we will vote on some added or subtracted constitutions. If it gets too crazy, I'm going to scrap the Constitution and just make it myself, and this will become a dictatorship. Just want that to be clear, okay? Just between me and you, dictatorship. Okay, bold predictions this week. The commish is having a terrible year with bold predictions and also with his team. So he obviously doesn't know how to play fantasy football. Bold predictions, he's 3-7 plus the boldest prediction loss, which was John's team winning a game, which was very surprising. Extremely surprising. It's like if the Citadel beat Alabama. That's how surprising it was. If you've gotten to this point, congratulations. It's 12 minutes in. So good at Ertz over Johnsonville Brats. I do believe the number 1 team will go down. He's got a few kind of rinky-dink things. There's still some bye weeks in and out. I think So Good at Ertz has a capability to kind of make the upset happen. And then again, Febreze Air Freshener needs a big victory. I think he'll squeak one out against Instant Kamara. Those are my bold predictions for this week. It is 13 minutes in. I love you guys. Let's be one big happy family. No more tension. No more disruption. Let's move on. Let's move forward. Yes, we can. All those, phrases. Signing off, Commish.